Foolish Jedi. Did you really think I was unaware of your feeble attempt to ambush me? As he said this, a door opened and Anakin Skywalker came in. Hi guys, welcome to my channel and I hope you're all having a great day. This is my take on what if Mace Windu survived. I also made a video on what if Order 66 failed, so please do check that out as well. And without further ado, let's get cracking. But before I do, please like and subscribe and turn notifications on, and I really hope you like it. So, thank you. Palpatine and Mace have a square off. The events play out exactly like how they did in the movies. Mace loses his hand and Anakin watches on as Palpatine electrocutes him. Instead of falling to his death, Mace Windu, while he's falling, crashes onto a speeder. He smashes the windshield and takes the speeder down with him. Jedi Poodoo, Jedi Poodoo. These are the chants of the speeder driving alien of Sebulba species as he finally manages to stabilize it. Windu is shaken. His state is precarious. He's shocked literally and metaphorically at what had just happened. He's too weak and uses part of his robe to make a tourniquet. His mind races. He needs to tell Yoda, tell the Jedi whatever's left of them, to hide. Palpatine is the Sith Lord, and Skywalker is his apprentice. It was under their noses all along, and they were too blind. The alien is protesting, shouting in some garbled Huttese dialect. Windu waves a hand. "You will take me to the nearest medical facility," he says. The mind trick lands and the alien falls silent. Windu chooses a civilian facility. He knows the clones will hunt him down if he goes to a military one or a republic one. In the midst of all of this, he tries contacting Yoda. It fails. He tries again, fails again. His comlink isn't strong enough to reach Kashyyyk, but a ripple in the Force is felt, like thousands of screams fill the galaxy. There are wounds in the Force. Lights are being extinguished. Order 66 is taking place. The purge has begun. Windu reaches the facility. He covers his face with his tattered robe and tells the medical droids to fix his arm. During this time, he narrowly avoids a patrol of clones in the corridors. He ducks behind Bacta tanks, waits, breathes, and then they're gone. He tries to reach the Jedi Temple, but no comms are going in. There's been a communications jam. He reaches R2 and asks him to transmit a message to Yoda. "Clones have turned," was the message. Yoda, while on Kashyyyk, is facing his own battles, but once the message reaches him, he knows. He replies through an encrypted signal. "Let me unpolish Massa. Hope we must hold." Master Windu, now fitted with a basic mechanical hand and some Bacta spray on his burns, heads into the underworld. Level 1313. Down here, the Republic has no eyes, no reach, no authority. Just rust, shadow, and survival. It's hot and wet. Neon lights flicker over grimy alleys. Storm drains hiss with steam. Vendors bark in languages no one speaks on the upper levels. Hollows blink and glitch with static, faces of wanted Jedi cycling on repeat. Windu sees his own face, flash briefly. Wanted, dead, 1 million credits. People glance, whisper. Some follow. He doesn't flinch. He moves low. Hood up, the mechanical hand tucked beneath his cloak. Down here, without a lightsaber, any Jedi would be in trouble. But this isn't any Jedi. This is Master Windu. He finds a dingy cantina, fights the stench of stale spice and rotten oil, and goes to the back of it. At the back, he meets a smuggler, a grizzled Twi'lek named Sib Dane. "You got the credits, I got the way out," Sib says. Windu doesn't argue. No time. Just as they finalize the deal, a probe droid drops in through the alley and locks onto Windu. A red flash. He's been made. Local smugglers clock it instantly. Blasters come out. "The bounty is real," one Rodian shouts. "He's worth more than Kenobi." Windu doesn't hesitate. He throws a massive force push, launching 3 attackers into the air like dolls. One hits a neon sign and sparks explode. He's still getting used to the hand, but it doesn't take long. He punches a Rodian in the gut, then slams him onto the wall. Sib fires a few shots over his shoulder. Time to move, Master Jedi. They run. Windu leads. Sib hits the ship controls from a remote. They reach the bay just in time. Door slams shut behind them. They mask the ship's signature and lift off, raking through Coruscant traffic and debris. Destination, Polis Massa. The Jedi are not finished. At least not yet. As they fly through to Polis Massa, Mace makes contact with Obi-Wan, who tells them what has transpired, how the clones turned and how Obi-Wan barely escaped. Windu tells Kenobi about Palpatine, how he orchestrated this all, and how Anakin helped Palpatine cut off Mace's hand. Obi-Wan is shocked, saddened, but shocked. His voice breaks. I have failed him, Master. I'm sorry. Windu takes a brief pause. When I was fighting Sidious, he says, I was looking for a weakness, and I couldn't find anything significant. This is Mace referring to his ability called Shatterpoint, which senses weaknesses in opponents. But when Skywalker moved in, I felt a shift. It was him who was Palpatine's weakness, and he saved him from me. He looks down. I've always distrusted Skywalker, and my fears were realized. We need to move fast if the Order is to survive. Understood, said Obi-Wan, his voice breaking. Windu reaches Polis Massa, and the medical droids, along with Obi-Wan, take him for a back-to-bath to heal him a little bit more. During his bath, Master Windu cannot stop hearing screams in the Force. He cuts his bath short and meets with Yoda and Obi-Wan. While he's meeting Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan hands him a lightsaber. This isn't any ordinary lightsaber. This is Qui-Gon's lightsaber. This is because Mace has lost his lightsaber, and as a gift, Obi-Wan wanted to give him Qui-Gon's lightsaber. Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker is, says Yoda, looking concerned. The prophecy was misread, says Windu. They now plan with Bail Organa to get Alderaanian help in the form of Alderaanian Special Forces. Bail Organa calls these Special Forces to Polis Massa, making sure secrecy is paramount. Obi-Wan, along with Yoda, Mace, decided the only way they could save the Order was to kill the head of this treachery, Emperor Palpatine. They planned a distraction by the Alderaanian Special Forces outside the temple that would draw the clones away. Obi-Wan also had a trick up his sleeve. He said that he had a pirate friend he could call and who was slightly wacky, but he could be helpful. Hondo Ohnaka. He said he would ask Hondo to stage a distraction outside of the Senate so the clones there would be occupied. He would incentivize Hondo by telling him Senate's artifacts were up for grabs, which would help convince the pirate to raid and loot the Senate. Hondo eventually agrees. You're a clever man, Kenobi. I need some new furniture anyway, jokes Hondo. The plan was set. All the Radiant Special Forces would attack the temple. Hondo and his crew would attack the Senate, while Obi-Wan, Mace, and Yoda would sneak in from behind. They would all catch Palpatine by surprise. Coruscant was under the clone blockade, but that was no match for the pirates who bashed through it and made a dramatic landing near the Senate. Bail Organa smuggled the Special Forces in using his diplomatic clearance, and everything was going according to plan. The Jedi finally made their way to the Senate. As the clones were busy from all sides, Palpatine only had his Royal Red Guard left. Yoda and Mace made quick work out of it, and they entered Palpatine's office along with Obi-Wan. So, where were we? Ah yes, you're under arrest, my lord, said Mace, gritting his teeth. His rage for him poured out, even surprising Master Yoda, who was slightly concerned for Mace but knew that the legendary master could handle himself. Palpatine looked at them and started cackling. Foolish Jedi! Did you really think I was unaware of your feeble attempt to ambush me? As he said this, a door opened and Anakin Skywalker came in. Obi-Wan looked confused. His heart sank. Doubt crept into his mind. How could this be? Mace realized what had happened. When he contacted R2 to transmit a message to Yoda, Anakin must have found out from him. He informed Palpatine of Windu being alive, and they planned all of this, knowing full well that the Jedi would come for his new master. The Jedi were outplayed again. You always saw me as weak, Masters. You feared my abilities, held me back. You underestimated my power. Palpatine had a big smile. He knew he had the odds stacked in his favor. He pressed a button and up came Mace Windu, who told him, "They have arrived as planned." Windu sensed that this meant clones might soon enter and shift the odds to Palpatine. They needed to act fast. They all ignited their sabers. Master Windu ignited Qui-Gon's saber. This is the same saber Obi-Wan had given to him on Polis Massa. Mace smirked at Palpatine, pointing the saber at him. "You see this, Sidious? This was used to slay your old apprentice Maul once, and it will be used on this one as well," as he pointed to Anakin. This infuriated Anakin, who lunged forward with a slash. Obi-Wan blocked that slash, and the fight had begun. Obi-Wan started fighting Anakin, who was fueled with rage. This wasn't the Anakin Obi-Wan was used to or knew. This was Darth Vader, immersed in darkness. Meanwhile, Mace and Yoda fought Sidious. The Sith Lord was a master of all 7 lightsaber forms, and it showed. He flowed between styles with terrifying ease, adapting to each of their strikes in real time. They appeared as blurs, red and green sabers, too fast for the naked eye to follow. Sidious came at them with vicious overhead strikes. He moved like a storm, slashing, spinning, stabbing in tight arcs. His red blade carved the air with rage. But Yoda was already flipping over him, striking low and then rebounding off the wall to come down hard on him. Mason let up. He advanced from the front. Sharp, heavy strikes from Vapad channeled Sidious's own hate back at him. Every blow he blocked fed Windu more momentum. They were complementing each other. Sidious was acting as fuel for Windu's form. Few in the galaxy could survive against Sidious in a fight like this, but Mace and Yoda weren't just anyone. They were the best the Jedi Order had left. Palpatine kicked out at Yoda, missed and twisted into a spinning slash towards Windu's throat. Mace ducked under it, then countered with a crushing elbow to the ribs. Palpatine grunted, stumbled and hissed and unleashed a fast barrage, 3 red strikes in a blur. Windu caught the third one, just in time. Yoda darted under Mace's swing, came up beside Palpatine, caught him in the side with a fast strike that tore the edge of his cloak. Sidious growled. He spun and force-pushed Yoda across the floor. Windu stepped in again, hammering down blow after blow. Palpatine barely kept up. The Chancellor backpedaled, then flung his saber at Windu's head. Mace batted it aside, but Palpatine used his distraction to launch lightning at Yoda mid-rise. The chamber filled with sparks and smoke. Sidious unleashed his lightning at Yoda, who saw it coming. 800 years of training, mastery, and teaching Jedi had come to this moment. Yoda used 2 minutes to stop it, while Windu lunged and slashed at Sidious's torso, only to be force-pushed away. Anakin and Obi-Wan were having an evenly fought clash on the side. Yoda saw Obi-Wan fatigue, but he knew that the fate of the Order was in safe hands with him, for he was the only one who could hold off Anakin. Meanwhile, Palpatine croaked at the Jedi and said, "The time of the Jedi is at an end." He threw his saber at Yoda, who barely dodged it. As he dodged, Palpatine threw a flurry of lightning at Yoda, who was finally hit and he fell back. Palpatine was electrocuting Yoda. Master Windu, who was using Vapad and flickering between light and dark, could not stand it. Something cracked inside Master Windu. This wasn't Mace Windu, the Jedi, anymore. This was something else. The dark side had taken over. He raised his hand. He grabbed Palpatine by the throat. Master Windu was force-choking Palpatine. The Sith Lord was coughing, helpless. Master Windu was in rage. He had had enough of this. Skywalker saw his master levitate but was too busy with Obi-Wan, who took the opportunity. Obi-Wan hit Anakin in the leg, disabling him. Then he cut off his mechanical hand, and Skywalker screamed in pain. Yoda saw Windu enraged. The Jedi Master was fully engulfed in the dark side. Anakin, in his attempt to throw Windu off, used Force Push, but this only infuriated Master Windu more. He lifted Anakin too. He had always hated the boy. He threw him against the wall, knocking him unconscious. Master Windu, stop, please, said Obi-Wan. He has nearly destroyed our order, killed hundreds of Jedi, orchestrated the war, and you want me to stop, Obi-Wan?
Right, Obi-Wan is a path to the dark side. This is,
said Yoda. Windu started to come back to the light. Palpatine, sensing this, screamed,
do it.
But Mace was having a moment of clarity. Palpatine tried to free himself from this grasp, sensing that Mace Windu was flickering between the light and dark. He pushed Mace to the side, and just before Windu landed, a green lightsaber impaled Palpatine. Obi-Wan only saw a flash of green pass by him. That's how fast Yoda was. Yoda had impaled Palpatine through his heart. The Dark Lord was dead. He felt promptly lifeless, but a sinister smile on his face. So guys, this was, I can say part 1 maybe of What If Mace Windu Survived. If you really liked it, please drop a like and comment below. And if you want me to make a part 2 out of this, because I actually have a few ideas where I can take this after they caught Anakin alive and after Palpatine was dead. There's actually a few dark places I can really take this. And I was hoping to get your feedback on this and let me know what you think. So thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on if you want. And I hope you're all having a great day. And yeah, thank you for watching. And may the Force be with you. All right, bye.